Hey everybody, GC13 here. The cat is my favorite character in Infinity Train. There's just a mystique, a je ne sais quoi she has that makes her so captivating. Plus, she's a cat. Being a cat never hurts your chances of being a rad character.
Nice.
When we first meet the cat, she's hard at work hustling Randall, trying to get him involved in her pyramid scheme to sell a broken pipe that she's calling a donut holer.
Don't think of it so much as a pyramid scheme as a pyramid team.
Tulip hears her mention knowing the conductor and, since Tulip is looking for the conductor so she can get off the train, she rushes down to enlist her help. Curiously, the cat doesn't try to exploit Tulip's fear of death caused by her number. When all we had was Season 1, it was a little hard to understand why someone introduced as a confidence artist wouldn't take advantage of such a fear. But after we get to see her again in Season 2, her selective honesty makes a lot more sense. You see, the cat doesn't just roam the train collecting curiosities and bringing them back to her home. By Season 2, she's also running the Lucky Cat car. I don't think this is her original car, though. While we see all sorts of denizens from other cars working there, including but definitely not limited to Randall, the Toad, and a tiny wizard, and even see that Khaki Bottom's got another jiggle wiggle from the prize counter, most of the workers and fairgoers in the Lucky Cat car are raccoons. It makes a lot of sense for a carnival to attract all sorts of workers far away from home. And it also makes sense for such a smooth operator as the cat to insinuate herself to the top of the carnival's hierarchy. What we're interested in, though, is what the cat is doing in the Lucky Cat car. It doesn't look like she's grifting anyone. She's certainly not profiting by letting passengers come into the car, compete in games they don't have to pay to play, and then walk out with prizes or an exit door. No, it looks like she's doing what all denizens were made to do, interacting with passengers so that they can learn lessons about themselves. And she does it so stylishly. That would explain why back in Season 1 she was as honest as she was with Tulip. Yes, it's true that she tried to con her out of 1-1, but based on how Amelia acted towards her later in the season, I can't imagine that the cat was in a hurry to lose a chance to curry favor with her. Besides, we've seen all of the curios she had collected in her car. If Amelia was paying well for 1-1, he couldn't be that necessary to Tulip's journey, could he? Especially given how wrong he'd been about her number, and how worked up over it she had become. Now, I don't think that she had been working the Lucky Cat car the entire time. The carnival was probably a fresh start for her after Amelia destroyed the things she had spent a lifetime accumulating. It may be hard to imagine what her home car was meant to do for passengers, but that actually seems to be a common element to a lot of cars. There's no lesson meant to be learned, but just by interacting with a whole lot of cool and weird stuff, a passenger is bound to learn something somewhere. So, the cat started alone in her car, but as a cat, she was surely curious. Of course she would venture out into the cars beyond hers to see what riches they might contain. She probably got her shuttle over the course of her exploration. I wonder what that car was like. It's such a curious design, tailored to her exquisite tastes and diminutive size. I'd be sure it was one of a kind, except the repair manual she has for it seems to be mass-printed. Oh well, the lady has to have her mysteries. The rest, though, as they say, is history. She meets Tulip, almost manages to deliver 1-1 into Amelia's clutches, then almost manages to deliver Tulip to her instead. After things go sour with Amelia, however, the cat helps Tulip return the train to 1-1's care and isn't seen again until she's running the carnival at the Lucky Cat car. The cat has lived an impressive life, and I don't think she's done yet. Remember what she said at the end of the Lucky Cat car.
This isn't over, Grace.
She definitely has unfinished business with Grace in the Apex. I think the odds are pretty good that if we get a book 3, it'll be about Grace, so look out for these two to cross paths again in the future. What do you think the cat's role in Grace's journey will be? Will she step in to guide a lost little kitten, perhaps after some event breaks up the Apex? Or will the cat's vengeance be what sets Grace onto the protagonist's path in the first place? There are so many ways these two could interact, so let me know what your idea is in the comments below. Like the video if you liked it, or dislike it if you didn't, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more cartoon videos.